there's no one going to get you in trouble. You're not doing the bare minimum. You're not going to run out. You're not going to get caught for doing bad things. And this message is the one coming through today. And I feel like it's so relevant. A moment, because I think that this is the worst audio I've ever had in a video, but I'm not going to re-record it because it came out in the way that I wanted it to. So just bear with me. I'll try and fix it in the editing stuff that I have, but no promises. So just letting you know, I acknowledge it's really bad today. Sorry. So I'm sitting here in the middle of this road in Italy, but it's very quiet here. I'm kind of close to the farm. I went on a bit of a walk. When you're in a smaller group and one person's having an off day or two people are having an off day, it really changes the energy of the group. Arlo, don't eat that. Don't eat that. Come here. Come here. Come here. He's like, I'll just eat it before I arrive and then you can't get it. That's like a rock or something. Sit. Sit. Thank you. Just stay here. And so it's very interesting. I've also thought about this recently where, like, if somebody leaves the room, like even just to go to the bathroom, like if you're hanging out with friends and you're having like an intimate conversation, when you leave, the absence of your energy really changes things. And we actually really noticed that in a ceremony that we did on psilocybin. And it would be such a different experience if somebody had to leave the room. So anyway, that's just been happening on the farm, as it does with any group. And so yesterday I was kind of like, wow, today is different. Like the energy is different. And so I decided, like, why don't I go on a walk? Like, why haven't I been going on walks with Arlo, just us? Because I love my alone time. I love being around people too. I love both, but there has to be balance. And so I decided to go again because yesterday was so nice, and I decided to go again today. And so I've been having my normal deep thoughts, which have been so good. And I just found myself sitting here and doing my little ritual of choosing my free will, which I'll talk about in a little bit. And I was like, I haven't made a video today, and what a wonderful place to make a video. It's very pretty right here. Arlo's being nice and cuddly. Today we went to the pharmacy and went to the vet the other day to get the prescription, but got a really good flea and tick medicine. If you know, you know. That's the one thing that I've been really concerned about here because of my experience with Lyme disease, but now he's super protected. Hey, don't eat that. We've talked about this. And so on my walk, I was realizing this thing within my nervous system, within my being, always kind of feeling like, like I gotta get back. Otherwise, like, I'm gonna let people down and I gotta like go help with things and be more helpful and I gotta work more and I gotta, like these thoughts that even if they're not obvious, they're in the background, especially in America, like in like bigger cities like LA. If you're close to LA, I was like an hour away from LA, 2 hours, 3 hours of traffic. And so that feeling of like always needing to do more can be so relevant. It can really just control your life and most importantly, take you away from the present moment, take you away from being able to enjoy the present moment. And the only thing that's ever real is the present moment. And so if you can't enjoy that, your life is just going to go by and you're going to be like, why didn't I, enjoy things more? And so a lot of it can just be these things that are running in our subconscious and we have to confront them. And so I was really excited to catch that on my walk today and be like, what the hell is that? Like, why do I always feel like I'm not doing enough or like I'm going to get in trouble or like I'm, doing the bare minimum or being lazy? And these were all things that were like told to me as, a teen or kid or whatever, by teenagers. But, we're always just doing our best given our circumstances. And so that's very healing to me whenever I go back to visit that version of myself, to be like, she was doing her best. There was things going on in personal life, there were sports, there were so many academics, like so many sports teams, and also trying to figure out how to be a social creature on this planet and this human experience. Like there's a lot, right? And so I got to look at that pattern within myself today and be like, I have enough, you know, everything's working out for me. And like I'm always supported, I'm always guided. I have this very strong connection with my angels and guides. Like I know I'm doing work that's in alignment with my purpose. I'm speaking my truth. I'm staying in my authenticity. I'm, not afraid to sell everything and move to Italy and Europe and do things on my own and like solo travel because I've decided to fully trust in my inner guidance and my protection from the divine. We have, from what I know to be true, we have angels that are assigned to us to keep us on this earth for as long as we're meant to. When I was in my car accident when I was 19, I was, it was a miracle that I didn't die. And it was a DUI, which, like, I used to never drive drunk, but something happened and found myself, crashing off a hill. And when I looked at the scene, there was like a mini tree stump that saved the car from flying into an apartment complex. And I remember in that moment, like, even though I was very lost and very not in my body and like dealing with an eating disorder and doing a lot of partying and, all this stuff, come here, lay down. I looked at that tree stump and I was like, I think I have something, someone, whatever, looking out for me. And I think that if I was meant to leave this earth, I would have on that night. But there's something left for me to do on this earth. And so when I'm in these experiences solo traveling and driving around Europe and living in my van and sleeping in foreign places, walking in foreign places, I keep telling myself, like, if that fear in my nervous system comes up and it's not like, an actual instinct, I tell myself, like, there are angels who are protecting you and keeping you on earth for as long as you need to fulfill your soul's purpose and mission here on earth. And in that, you can surrender. You can surrender and relax and enjoy being here. And that's the thing, enjoy being here. And so, looking at all the things that keep us away from enjoying being here, it can be fear, it can be worry, it can be lack, it can be people pleasing or thinking you're letting people down or you're too lazy, you're not doing enough, you don't have enough, you're not being enough, like all these things, all these lies, these lies, Arlo, these parts of the unconscious that keep us so controlled. When we're in those thoughts and those patterns, we're very easily controlled. We're very easily put into the system where we have to work harder, buy more. Like, think about it, like the industry of cosmetics. Like, women are buying all these things because they think that they need more in order to be better and to be more loved and to be prettier and to be, all these things. And like, I'm not against makeup. I'm not against all these things that make us feel beautiful. I think that's important. But we're much more likely to spend money and stay in this system of working harder to have more money to buy more things in order to be enough if we're thinking that we're not enough or that we have to, do more to be more. And so now we have arrived at what I was just doing here. I was like, all right, before I get back to the farm, I was like, I have to sit with this a little bit more, is what I was feeling. And I'm happy to bring you guys here on this with me because you're my people. You are my like minded individuals who understand. So, in the Law of One, it talks about how like manifestation works and like how calling things in and creating things work. Hopefully, that's not too windy right now. And so it talks about how, with the complete knowingness and the oneness that we all are, and with your free will, lay down. And also, sit, please, sit. This is a good message. Lay down. Lay down. Um, with your complete knowingness and the oneness that we all are, with your free will, and also they talk about Ra talks about how like having your first three chakras aligned is very important. And so always just choosing to have your chakras in perfect alignment and harmony, um, and rotation, and then going into this work. So I do that. I choose that. I visualize the chakras being in perfect alignment and health and rotation and harmony, especially the bottom three, the root, the sacral, the solar. And then you go up to the heart and throat, third eye, crown, and then there's little mini chakras above as well. So I say all the chakras are in alignment. And with my free will, my complete knowingness, and the oneness that we all are, I choose, because that's what we do with our free will, I choose to bring all this into consciousness. All parts of me that are a people pleaser, all parts of me that are, feeling like I'm going to get in trouble or get caught, or like I'm not doing enough, or that I'm, should be working harder, and who should be this or more this or whatever. And bringing all that into consciousness. And then once I feel like I've like said all the perfect wording, because wording is important, I was very validated to read that within the book Wisdom Codes. I've talked about it before, something codes. I'll try to write it below. If I forget, let me know if you want to know. It's a book, and it talks about a lot of different scriptures, but how you have to be very specific with the things that you say, because it's important to be specific, and the vibration of words is the most important thing, but being specific with how you say things. That's why I say I command, I choose, because you have to be like very clear that this is what I'm choosing, but also, so, I bring it all into consciousness, and then I choose to transform it into the highest truth. I choose to transform it into the abundance that I am, the love that I am, the acceptance that I am, and in that, that transmutes it, that alchemizes everything. And so I was just doing that, and I always, always, always see my life change very rapidly when I do this stuff, which is all the time now, and that's why I live on a horse farm in my van in Italy. And just within the last year, I was in the system of working in a miserable job, and there were wonderful things. I miss California a lot. I've talked about that a lot too, but now I'm more and more and more in alignment with my soul and my purpose and all of that because of this work. So I hope that the camera's still recording. I haven't checked. But I also wanted to say, what did I want to say? Oh, if you want to join me for the 21-day program where we're going to dive deep into all of this, reprogramming the mind, healing the nervous system, I'll give you everything that you need in order to choose the reality that you want, to alchemize the things, to let go of the things that are holding you back from living your most soul aligned life. That's all going to be in the 21 days. It starts on May 1st. So if you'd like to sign up, go ahead and click the link below, select any time on May 1st, and then I will get your email and I'll send you a video every day of the day's exercise and topic. So I'm super, super, super excited to have you guys in this program. When I first talked about it, I was like, is anyone going to sign up? And I'm like so amazed with all of you that have signed up. And so, so, so grateful to be here doing this, to be here sitting in the middle of the road talking about the things that have been going on in my brain for so long, but to finally find people who also have this going on in their brain. So I'll see you in tomorrow's video. If you like this one, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you are new here. Leave a comment if you feel called to do so. Say goodbye to Arlo. If you want to leave a comment and you don't know what to say, just say I love Arlo because he's the best, which he is. So I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.